Let's make a no-bake cheesecake. First, I'm going to make the graham cracker crust using the homemade graham crackers I made a day or so ago. So if you didn't watch that video, go back and watch it. And I need about 2 cups of graham crackers, so I just put several in my little food processor here and pulsed them until they were fine crumbs. And then, if you recall, the graham crackers do have honey in them, so they are slightly sweet, so I'm only going to add about 4 teaspoons of sugar. You can add more, of course, if you want your crust to be sweeter. And then I'm going to add 7 tablespoons of melted salted butter. If you use unsalted butter, add a pinch of salt, but of course, using salted butter, you don't have to add additional. And then put the graham cracker mixture into a 9-inch pie pan and use the back of a measuring cup and just push it up the sides and get it as even as you can, and then pop the crust into a 350-degree oven for about 12 minutes. And then in a bowl, I have a block of softened cream cheese. I'm going to beat that up really good with my hand mixer. And then to that, I'm going to add 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. Make sure that you use a rubber spatula and get all of that deliciousness out of the can. And then give that a good mix. And then you need to add about 1/3 of a cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. You can use the bottled stuff, of course, but fresh is always better in my opinion. And give that a good mix. And then you need to add in some vanilla. And if you've been following me, you know I never measure vanilla. I just dump whatever looks good in the bowl. And then I like to add a tub of thawed whipped topping. It just makes the pie fluffier and gives it a little added deliciousness. You don't have to do that, of course, but that's just what I like to do. And then you want to just fold that in. You don't want to deflate the whipped topping. So just give it a gentle fold. And then when you're done doing this, your pie crust should be cooled enough to put the cream cheese mixture in. Of course, if the pie crust is still hot, hold off for a few moments. You don't want to put the cream cheese mixture in a hot pie crust. And then just smooth it out, and now you have a yummy no-bake cheesecake. And enjoy!